Hi, welcome. It's time for my 2026 New Year's message to you, the people. I am Susan Maud Buchser-Lochocki, a presidential candidate from the 2020 and the 2024 presidential election, and I will be a presidential candidate in the 2028 presidential election and in any election in between. So, welcome and a very happy new year to you and your family and your friends. From me to you, Happy New Year. I will probably do this address in several parts because, I just want you to know that I'm still trying to move our country forward. And although it seems like my progress is stalled, it isn't. And I'm still working on everything all the time going forward. So I wanted to use my to-do list, but I don't have it available. But what I did find was my original Green Party presidential candidate questionnaire format filled out. Now, the Green Party is still probably the party closest to my heart, but it is and has never been in a position of power in our country. And as you know, last year, I officially declared separation from the Democrats and the Republicans because they are the ones who have got our country into the mess that it's in right now. And they've organized, our people to be treated the way that they are. And it's not acceptable anymore. So last year, on July 4th, and then again on August 26th, I declared my declaration of independence from those two parties because they have been the corruption that has led our country to do terrible things and to be terrible leaders. And it's unacceptable. Our country, in general, our Constitution is fine. It's working. I think we do need to tweak it. And I know this past year there was some question about whether there was a constitutional crisis. But the Constitution is working the way it should. So there is no crisis. But we need to reorganize a little bit. We're a little heavy in the Congress where we don't need to be, and we can save a lot of money that way. And then because we, the people, are informed now about many things, we need to give the power to the people. We're not a new country anymore, so not a lot of new things need to be done. But we've seen on a regular basis that because of the Congress and the lobbyists, the Congress is voting for the lobbyist issues and not for the people's issues. So we need to take out the middleman, get rid of them, and move forward as a real people's country, where we the people vote on the issues and we're given proper information and details about what we're voting on. Because right now it's all secret and our representatives are not representing us. I mean, technically we didn't even vote for them because there's so much corruption in the election system. And as you know, I have a lawsuit pending regarding that with the Supreme Court. I'm waiting to hear. But because there is so much corruption, we actually don't vote for the people that get into office. Other people are deciding who will be in office. It's not who we voted for. And if it happens to be the person you voted for, that's just actually by accident. So we have to get the corruption out of the system. And to do that, we have to get rid of some of the middlemen, which are these representatives. And in your local state, you have your legislature. We don't need any of these things. What we do need is we need women's voices to be heard more. I'm seeing more and more women not getting into office. So not only are we not being represented, but the men are cheating their way to the top, and it's not acceptable. They're making decisions about our lives as women when they have no business doing that. So it's time to get women into office, into positions. So my recommendation to change our Constitution, to get rid of the House of Representatives. They're not representing us anyways. They're representing the lobbyists. Then we need to have still 2 senators from every state one will be a man and one will be a woman, to represent the voices of that state, of the different genders. Now, I know that there are many other genders, but we're talking about the polar genders, and they will cover all the in-between gender issues too. If at a later date we feel that we need an intersex person in the middle, also then maybe we move to having 3 people from every state. But I think 2 people can handle the job. And the vote's going to come to you and me anyways, so we don't really need more than that, in my opinion. Of course, this can be up for debate. But what we need is to have a way to have other parties being heard. And since the Democrats and Republicans have rigged the system to keep everybody else out, we are at a standpoint in time where it's just time to say goodbye to those 2 parties. They have stolen elections upon elections, and it's unacceptable. So that is still going forward as far as election reform and getting corruption out of the system. These are my first 2 things on my to-do list. And I do believe that I have people in the government currently who are working for the same purposes. So it is, I'm not working alone. And people are seeing what I've talked about. So I have a good feeling that things will change soon. Now, this whole corruption and changing our Congress and direct voting, and so direct voting was part of my original platform, but not in this fashion where I had to do lawsuits to stop the corruption and to or try to stop it. And so this was after running for office and discovering the violations going on. And so it took priority and is now number 1, as you know, on my list. So I'm waiting for the Supreme Court to make a decision so we can move forward to a new election where we can do one of 2 things. We can also at the same time get some good minds together and change our Constitution, and hopefully do it before we get to our 250th birthday. But regardless of that, the more important thing is to bring good change. I know it's our 250th birthday year, and there's going to be lots of celebrations, which is excellent. We should be proud of our country, not necessarily the people who've been running it. And so there is a difference. But we can do one of two things: get a team together and come up with some changes to the Constitution, or maybe rewrite it and bring it up to modern English, because right now it's in very old English, where some of it is just it's not comprehensible by almost anyone anymore. and then maybe have a new election. So there might be like an interim government that will work on restructuring our government just a little. I mean, it is working, but there are parts that are not working. And like I said, the House of Representatives is completely unneeded at this moment. And also on the state level, the legislature is unneeded. Senators are needed, and a representative, a male and female, is needed so that all voices get heard and in all the topics, because you men have been running the country, and the problems that we have with the corruption are directly related to, your gender. Sorry. So there is an imbalance in our country, and we need the feminine side to be heard too. Period. End of story. It's unacceptable what you've done, and it's time to stop it. So we have separation from those two parties. We have to tweak our Constitution and bring it up to modern English. Then we can think about other things like a new educational system with apprenticeships, like paying mothers to come home and raise their kids and giving them training. So these are the other things in my platform from 2020. And this is where we'll be going. Now, Trump has done some good, I think, and is moving our country and other countries around us in the right direction. He's been promoting peace, which is one of the big things that I got involved with in the process too. And so peace is coming. But there are some bad actors out there who want to keep war going. And this is, again, another place where I think women don't sign on to war as quickly as men do. So yes, so peace is still in my platform, very high up, and taking care of families and mothers and children and their education. So you can find out more about my platform at Susan4USA.com. That's Susan the number 4, USA.com. And I am still working on all these issues. I'm about to get a team of women together to hash out how we can work out this bringing mothers home and making it a career choice. And because the next generation is always the future. So you want to give it the best start. And I've lived in another country, and I've seen another way. And I've seen the results that are very good, that are working in this other country. As you know, I lived in Switzerland. And what they do there, it's working. And what we're doing here, I went through the US school system, and it's not working. No other country forces its citizens to go into financial debt to the level that we do just to get an education. It's an insult to our people. And the Democrats and Republicans organized it that way. So, as I said, we need to get rid of the Democrats and Republicans. We need to start speaking for ourselves with our own voices, and we need to move forward together. I wish this was a more positive message for right now, but it is a new year with new possibilities, and this is where the positive side comes. I'm going to be still moving forward with all my platform pieces because it's too important to let it drop. And it's because you matter, and your neighbor matters, and the person down the street matters, and even I matter. And I think our country matters. And that it got so far out of control, I am sorry that this happened. But I'm just giving lip service if I don't do something about it. So I am doing something about it. Okay, I don't know what else to say, except that go to my website, have a look there, see what I'm saying on Facebook. I have a whole bunch of videos that I haven't put out yet from last weekend that I was supposed to get out, but I was traveling. So I'm going to be working on those over the next couple of days. So I'll have some new opinions and issues coming out. But the most important thing is I hope everybody had a good change of year from 2025 to 2026. And I'm looking forward to bringing change and to celebrating our country this year. So happy birthday. I don't know if I'm too early, but anyways, soon to be happy birthday, USA. Don't forget to buy things made in the USA and support your neighbor that way. And let's bring some good change to ourselves and our country. It's time. You deserve it. I deserve it. We deserve it. Our founding fathers should be proud of us. That's our goal. Okay. So, anyways, check out my website, Susan4USA.com. That's Susan, the number 4USA.com. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, or X, and YouTube. I have like 700, 800 videos. I don't even know anymore. From 2020 up until now. And I talk about every topic under the sun. My opinions haven't changed that much. I'm also on the Green Party platform on their page. If you put in like my name, Susan Buchser, and the to-do list, then you get to the Green Party presidential candidate questionnaire. Or you can maybe put that into Google and see what comes up. Anyway, I'm pretty much on all the major media platforms. So have a look. And let's see what change we can bring to our country. Good change. And I've been working on this for about 6 years now, so I'm not giving up on you, USA. And it starts with counting my vote. West Virginia and USA. Shame on you for not counting my vote. So, on that note, I'm going to let you go. I wish you a good start to your new year. I got snow, so I'm really in a good place. Greetings from West Virginia. Have a good day. Bye for now.